Hi, Gemini. This energy is coming in strong. Someone is watching you closely, thinking about you nonstop, and realizing they cannot ignore this connection anymore. Um, there may have been lies, outside opinions, gossip, or even third party energy trying to block this love, but now this person is starting to see the truth. They are realizing who was real and who was only creating confusion. Um, this person is fixated on you, not just attracted, deeply pulled toward your energy. They want to come forward, speak honestly, and finally tell you what they have been hiding. So trust your intuition because the truth is coming out, and let's get into your reading.
Okay, so I'm picking up on such disrupted energy around this connection. There's this unsettled feeling, It's almost like someone feels completely out of place, like they can't settle into themselves at all. Your person might have a pretty clear idea of where they need to go, but actually getting there, it feels like walking through a minefield just trying to find the right path. They seem really distressed right now, like they've been trying to handle everything on their own for way too long. And honestly, I see them stuck in these repeating negative patterns, just doing the same thing over and over, expecting different results. It's exhausting for them, and they know it. Some of you might be dealing with someone who is leaning into bad habits or trying to escape reality in unhealthy ways. They're not living their truth right now. And if you find yourself crying alone, well, I really feel like you and this person are mirroring each other. If you're feeling that heavy manic energy, remember it's usually right before a big change. Everything is shifting, but it's messy and emotional. There's definitely major transformation coming this week. Things feel heavy, but that's because the shifts are happening. The energy is thick, but it's necessary for growth. Honestly, I feel like your person's current situation is becoming unbearable for them. Everything is crumbling, but that's because something better is trying to take its place. They're stuck in a situation that's holding them back, but that's about to change. This person is really trying to work through their issues, but they're carrying so much emotional baggage from the past. And if they've been stuck in this situation for a long time, getting out of it is going to take time. Deep wounds don't just heal overnight, right? Change doesn't happen instantly. If they've been this way for years, it's going to take more than a few weeks to break free. It's almost like they need to retrain their entire mindset. But honestly, they are working on it. In the past, they might have been super selfish, you know? Just focus on their own needs and desires. That could be one of the reasons they need more time now. But deep down, when they're alone, especially at night, they feel this massive wave of guilt for being that way. They know they need to change, but they might not fully embrace it yet. For some of you, a reunion might be coming, but right now it's stressing them out. They're dealing with that Five of Cups energy, regret, loss, and missed opportunities. They realize they missed the love you offered, but they were too distracted by other things. Whether they're alone or with someone else, they can't stop thinking about you. They realize their unhappiness is the result of their own choices. Maybe they gave you up for money or something else, but now they get it. The grass wasn't greener. They're just trying to figure things out. Honestly, for a lot of you, I feel like this person is terrified of commitment. And you might be thinking, but they're in a relationship. But that's different, right? Being in a relationship with someone you don't truly love is completely different from being with your divine counterpart. Your person values control, so they probably liked being with people they didn't care about because it allowed them to keep control over their emotions. But with you make them vulnerable, and that's terrifying. They're thinking you have no idea how much power you have to hurt me. The depth of their feelings for you is honestly scary to them. This commitment feels final, Because once they decide to be with you, there's no turning back. It's a done deal. And taking that leap requires being 100% sure. But they're scared of what that means. It's easier for them to be with someone they don't see a future with. They might be asking themselves if they're ready for this kind of commitment, and there could be karmic energy or family influences involved, which are making it harder for them to move forward. I know it's hard for you, sitting there thinking, what about me? But honestly, those other attachments don't really matter. They're not deeply connected to anyone else. They're just holding on to old fears and patterns. Honestly, you're there. You are my sunshine. You know, you bring them happiness. I really feel like they're going through a lot of darkness right now, maybe even a void, but that's not your energy. You might be missing them. But if you take a step back and look at the big picture, you'll see what's really happening here. If this is a divine connection, you just know it, right? Does this person make you want to be better? Do they trigger your spirituality? If you're feeling that energy, then they're your person. But honestly, I feel like you're the one who brings light to their life. You are the sunshine in their storm. This person is going through a major crisis right now, like a total disaster where nothing makes sense. They're having these tower moments, things are falling apart, so something new can be built. But honestly, you are the sun after the storm. That's why they need time. They have to figure this out on their own. And they might keep making mistakes until they get it right, but just because they mess up doesn't mean they're a bad person. They're just trying to navigate a love they've never felt before. You are at a higher frequency than they are, and you get it. You understand. They know that you're the end game. They know no one else compares to you or to what you've done for them. It's like the card says, I belong to you only. They know that you're meant to be together, but they just don't know if they're ready to take that leap yet. But honestly, time is key here. They want to make things right, they want to make amends, but they have to face their fears first. They're scared to face their feelings, and that really just boils down to a fear of commitment. Once they can work through that fear, everything will shift. This person is scared to acknowledge the major impact that you've had on their life because being with you, it's a loss of control. Interesting because when you surrender to these connections, it's a feeling that's very overwhelming because you're vulnerable. But what this person doesn't understand yet is that surrendering to the connection, it brings them a lot of freedom, emotional freedom, the freedom to be able to love in a manner and know that you're going to love them back equally, and that it's an equal give and take type of situation, that you're not going to hurt them, that you're going to bring them closer, that you're going to be the one that brings them closer to God, that brings them closer to their spirituality, to their intuition, to putting them on the right path, and that this person is going to provide you a sense of stability and a sense of security in the physical realm. This person has something that they want to say to you. I keep getting that there's something that this person needs to communicate, but they're stopping themselves. They're stopping themselves from opening up. They're stopping themselves from saying what they really want to say. Please don't give up on us. He or she doesn't matter. This is somebody that's trying to work through karmic situations, and it's because this situation, it just was the right. Two people can love each other significantly. Two people can have amazing chemistry with one another. But if the timing isn't right, none of it matters. If the timing is not perfect, none of it matters. Whoever this person is, they're used to dealing with people that they don't care about, thinking he or she was just a good time. I don't care about them. He or she doesn't matter. This is somebody that chose the easy route. This is somebody that chose, instead of doing the work, instead of doing the labor, instead of laying a foundation down, they built their house out of straw because it was easy. But they're realizing that whoever they're dealing with, it doesn't emotionally fulfill them. This person has been lying to themselves for a period of time. But I also feel like God is bringing things into perspective for this person, where things that they once thought, things that they once did, it's no longer making any sense to them. It's no longer, satisfying their urge, because their urge is actually to have a commitment, to have a relationship. They are realizing, my feelings for you scare me. So there's a lot bottled up in this person that they need to express to you, that they need to talk to you about, but that they haven't done it yet. Even if you're in communication with your person, you may feel like there's something that this person is holding back with, something that this person wants to express to you. Something may be going on with social media where somebody's watching or stalking your social media here. You're being watched. For some reason, that's coming in very, very heavy, that you are being watched right now. They are thinking, I'm not hiding the connection for the wrong reasons, and I want to see you now. So if you are in connection with your person, This person, even if they've not seen you, they want to see you. They want to be around you. You're their sunshine. And they may seem very, very shady for what they're doing, but for them, it's like, I'm not hiding it for the wrong reasons. I'm not posting you on social media for the wrong reasons. For some of them, they feel like they're protecting you if they're in the public eye or you're in the public eye because of this karmic. This is somebody that definitely wants to see you. But they also know that they need to take the time to heal. This is somebody that's not going to come forward in and continue. It's not even that they don't want to. I feel like your spirit guides are holding them back. Your ancestors are holding them back. And they're saying to their spirit team, they're not coming close until they get it together, until they learn, that they have to allow things to be fluid, allow things to unfold, get rid of karmic attachments, people, places, and things that no longer serve their higher good, our highest good here. This is what this person needs to go through, thinking, my feelings for you scare me, and there is a brand new beginning coming here, right? There's something new that's happening. There's a new time frame that's set here. But the thing is, with the clock, time isn't linear. So this is really about you guys trusting in the magic of new beginnings and changing the narrative, changing the story. This person is acknowledging that they have the potential to change it. If they don't like the way that their life is going, if they're tired of being upset, if they're tired of being alone, whatever it may be, they're the ones that have the ability to adjust. They're the ones that have the ability to make it different, to change their narrative. You can't change their narrative for them. That's a lesson on its own because we're elevated, right? And because you guys have a higher perspective, a macro perspective, you already see the green fields, you already see the beautiful bed of flowers, you already see the ocean with the beach and, the mocktail or cocktail that's sitting there waiting. You already see the beauty that's coming once the two of you guys unite. But you can't make this person go any faster. You can't force this transformation. This person takes one step forward and two steps back at times because they're insecure. Beautiful things take time to grow. The main thing that's coming in here with this situation is that I feel like this new beginnings card is for your person. Your person needs to understand once you let go of expectations, once you let go of, being afraid of commitment and being scared, think something very beautiful is going to happen. But that this person staying stuck, it's only creating this sense of hurt, the sense of pain. Eventually, your person is going to be tired of crying by themselves alone. So there is a new beginning, I feel like, that's coming for the two of you guys. And I think that this new beginning is coming because they're tired of being alone. They're tired of not having you in their life. They're tired of being afraid. Why are they afraid of these feelings? Why not embrace them? Unhealed childhood wounding comes from multiple things, right? I mean, it could come from any type of physical and mental or emotional trauma, sexual trauma, whatever it may be. It can also come from a parent not being present, a parent leaving, or a child feeling like the person that they're meant to turn to wasn't there. So they had to self-soothe. They had to learn how to make themselves happy, which makes them seem selfish. But what you don't understand is this person had to be selfish because the only person they had to rely on was themselves, especially when it comes to their mother or father or the people that were meant to love them the most. They couldn't turn to them. So that's why there's this sense of insecurity. That's why there's this sense of being scared, saying, I want to give you the world. Whoever this person is feels like you're doing better than them. They admit, I'm scared to open up. This person is scared to tell you what's going on in their life. They are thinking, I'm not worried about falling in love right now because everything else in their life is falling apart. So love goes on the back burner if their finances are out of order, if whatever is going on, if physically they don't feel good, that's not going to make them feel confident to approach you. Because no matter what you're going through, the difference between a villain and a hero, they have the same backstory, right? They have the same unhealed childhood wounding that pushes them. The only difference is the villain takes it personal, where the hero says, you know what? I'm going to stop somebody else from going through what I went through. Perception is key here. But you're dealing with somebody that has a different perception, thinking, I can't explain why I hurt you, because explaining why they hurt you would also explain why and what they went through as a child, that abandonment. They tell themselves, I'm going to leave you before you leave me. You make me feel something I'm uncomfortable feeling. I would rather go deal with somebody that I don't have emotions for. I would rather ignore this connection, not worry about falling in love, not worry about partnership, because I know the only person I have to count on is me. Think about work, right? If you're in a manager position and you have somebody new starting and it's a project that needs to get done immediately, 9 out of 10 times you're going to bang it out because 1, it's quicker and easier, and 2, you know it's going to be right. Training that person is going to take more time. Training that person, trusting somebody to do the work up to your standards, it may not happen. So you bank on the one thing you know is true. What do you know to be true? You know for a fact that you are not going to let yourself down. I feel like that's where this person is, idiot. But at the same point in time, it's like this person is scared to lose you. And they're taking this time to think things over, saying, I want to see you, I want to talk to you, but I just need some time. This is somebody who doesn't want to hurt your feelings. This is somebody that is extremely embarrassed by their behavior and the way that they've handled things with you. They think back to certain things, certain times. They read messages of what you've sent them and how they responded and how they treated you. And for some of them, it's like, how do I treat somebody so pure, somebody so honest in this manner? Why did I do that? It makes them question their own worth. The dope thing about life is this, right? At any point, you can turn your life around. It's simply a thought process. It's perception. You may be somebody that's gone through hell in a handbasket, but you still look at life in a positive way. People that are spiritual people that are positive, it's not that they don't go through bad things. It's not that they don't go through their own trials and tribulations. It's not that the world is sunshines and rainbows and kittens and puppies, but it's perception. It's about saying, I can't cry over spilled milk. Whatever is done is done. What I can do from here is learn something and move forward. Where I feel like with this person, this individual, they're angry and they're upset over what they're going through. They're asking God, why me? Why are you not protecting me? I've done what you wanted. Even though they say that, but perception is key, right? They've probably done some things, their behavior, where they're reaping some type of karma, but they're going through this process. And you got their heart, the heart is yours. And they're proud of you. They know that you've changed. They know that you've grown over this period of time. And they want to be with you forever. But they're embarrassed because, again, they say, I'm embarrassed. How can I help hurt someone so beautiful? This person, it's funny, for a lot of you guys that I'm talking to right now, you've been through a lot. Like I'm getting that there's been certain trials and tribulations that were meant to take you out, that were meant to take you down, that pushed you to the brink where you wanted to break. You bend and you don't break. You can bend. It may push you where you feel like you're getting ready to snap, but you don't break. You snap back into place. You may bend, but you snap right back. That is a huge testament to who you are, who you've become. That says a lot about you. And then this person watching you, it's like this person doesn't break. You may have gone through a sickness. You may have, dealt with a lot of things from your past where you don't trust people. You may have had struggles where you felt very much alone. The world, where it felt like the world was crashing down upon you because the devil was very focused. Listen, the devil doesn't come around unless you're soaring so high where the devil's like, wait a minute, you need to come on back down to earth. Come on back down to this devil energy. But you're like, no, I know my path. See, the twin flame card this neon awakening. It's more than just you and your person. This is also about you being in your life purpose, you completing these tasks that were meant to break you. Why is this person so hurt? Or what do we need to know about this person right now? Let's rephrase. What does the collective need to know? Okay, so we have the King of Cups. There's a lot that this person has been withholding, a lot of emotions. You're dealing with somebody, believe it or not, even if they come across extremely unemotional, inside they're protecting their heart. This is somebody that does want it all with you. This is somebody that wants partnership, that sees the long term with you, that wants to marry you. They want to take things to the next level, that wants to establish a real connection with you, but this person has to take action. This is somebody that has to, yeah, do what's best for them, but at the same point in time, this is also somebody that needs to tap more into their emotions. This is somebody that is very emotionally in tune with you. This person wants to be devoted, but they have to get over this Queen of Wands energy. Show me, it's that selfish energy, I feel like. Show me what does a collective need to know here? Two of Pentacles. This person is going back and forth right now. Jupiter and Capricorn, they're trying to make a logical decision. They're juggling. They may be struggling financially here, but this is somebody that's out of balance. And there's a lot that's going on with their day to day. Like they have a lot of different things that are coming at them. And it's like one more thing that's being thrown. It's another ball that this person is juggling. That's why they're in limbo here. That's why they're the King of Cups, Queen of Wands. They don't know whether to invest or they don't know whether to continue to focus on themselves. But what I can tell you is that this person misses you. They miss you a lot. They miss communicating. And the longer that this person holds on to people, places, and things that do not serve their highest good, this person is going to realize that they do not fit within inside of this box anymore. What used to make them happy no longer makes them happy. When you're a caterpillar and you learn to fly, being on the ground level, getting eaten by certain, it's not fun anymore. Once you go down that rabbit hole, you can never go back to a linear situation. You can never unsee what they've already seen. They have a lot of regrets for putting you in competition, for not choosing you. They feel alone. They miss you. For some of you, you may have this person blocked. And this person is in this Nine of Wands energy where they're keeping their distance. And while keeping their distance, they miss you more and more and more. This moon in Sagittarius is really trying to be as detached as possible. What's funny with this person, it's like you got too close to me and then they push you away. But this person is always in an eye view. This person is always in a bird's view where they know where you are, where they've never detached from you completely. Why are they keeping their distance from the collective? Why are they keeping their distance from this collective, the world? Because they have some things that they have to handle. There's your person is also going through a lot of karma right now, right? The world is karma. The world is a conclusion. It's a conclusion and a completion to these karmic lessons. Also about this person acknowledging who they are. They're acknowledging that the Two of Pentacles doesn't make them happy. Acknowledging that this Queen of Wands is fast lifestyle, this in and out, this player energy. It doesn't work. It just doesn't work for them anymore. Because now they've been enlightened. You know, the world comes after judgment. That's an aha moment. That's a sense of illumination and a sense of clarity within this connection, showing judgment, Five of Wands, Seven of Swords. With judgment, they ask, why did I lie to you? Why was I not honest to you? Why did I hide certain things from you? All they were doing was fighting themselves, bringing other people into this connection. This person is having judgment on these people that they put above you. There's people in their surroundings, people in their family, people in their inner circle that they're realizing are shady. These people gave them bad advice. This person, whoever this person is, or people, it's more than one, encourage them to be in this Queen of Wands energy. They discourage this person to be in this King of Cups, 10 of Pentacles, twin flame energy. Because what that meant for them is that whatever your person was providing, it would be over. So they thought, let's keep this person in a low vibration. Let's keep this person fighting with everything and move forward. There's some of you, this person has been doing spell work, or there's been spell work that's been done here in order to manipulate this person. There's heavy level of manipulation, deception, and trickery. For some of you guys, this person may have even been living a double life. So who you knew was not the person that they were around, these five, this group. There's something about a group mentality or like a pack mentality. That's why they always say like birds of a feather flock together. If you're married and you have a ton of single friends and you want to go out with your single friends, it just doesn't really work. I mean, you can, but their attention, what they're interested in, is going to be different than yours because you're in a different place, a different point in your life. This is what that your person is realizing. They're angry for allowing these people to come in and take away their divine inheritance, their divine ability, their divine partner. And they're embarrassed because they didn't go with their heart. They went with their logic. This is somebody that tried to be either emotionally not tuned in with you. This is somebody that tried to pull back emotionally in order for them not to seem the person. But what's funny is this person was stalking you and was watching you, and there's a lot of frustration and anger here. What is this person frustrated with? The Page of Swords and the Two of Swords. For some of you, they may be frustrated that you're moving on, but they're also frustrated with whatever these people are saying because these people put them in this Two of Swords. Whoever this person was, they were saying, why would you settle down? Why would you be with them? What's the point when you can have everything? They created this Two of Swords. They created this block within inside of your connection. Now, we can be angry at the karmic energy, but they can be upset and angry at the karmic energy, right? You can. But at the end of the day, it's your person. Your person has to make the right choice. Your person has to be strong enough to tell these karmic energies, their karmic best friends, yeah, that doesn't suit me anymore. See, your person is depressed because things didn't work out the way that they thought it was. That's what I think. How does this person... Okay, the Four of Pentacles and the Hierophant. This is how this person is viewing your current situation. So they're stuck. But the funny thing is with your person, they know what they're meant to do. They know what the right thing to do is. How does this person view themselves in the current connection? How does this person, the collective's person, view themselves in the connection with the collective? Ace of Pentacles, Three of Wands. So this is somebody that's waiting. The beautiful thing about the Three of Wands, though, is there's a waiting period. But the key thing is success and receiving opportunities. So they're in this process to work everything out, but they are planning something here, right? That's like you're sending your ships out, but you know that they're coming back. So this is this person working on something. How do they view the collective romantically? The twin flame. Lots of twin flame energy coming out. No matter what spread it is, no matter, you know what I mean? That's significant. So, what is it that this person is really scared of? What are they afraid of when it comes to you? I'm getting a lot of emotional energy here, especially with the Five of Cups and the Death card. This person is terrified that they're going to lose you forever, honestly. They're afraid that in the middle of all these changes, during this transformation, you're going to change on them. They're scared that you might walk away or that things won't be the same between you two. Now, what's really on their mind right now? Well, with the Ten of Swords, this person is deeply upset. You can feel it, can't you? They're not just a little bothered. They're really struggling with the idea of everything falling apart. They're hurt. It's almost like they're grieving a loss before it even happens. It's this overwhelming sense of betrayal, pain, and maybe even regret. Now, what action do they want to take toward you? What are they planning on doing next? Well, I see the Four of Wands, the Emperor, and the Devil here. These cards show a person who's deeply possessive and very controlled when it comes to you. They're trying to hold on to you tightly, and they're definitely feeling the need to make things right. The Emperor is all about order, structure, and taking charge, so they know they need to approach you in the right way. But with the Devil, there's also this sense of attachment and maybe even obsession. They don't want to let go, and they're trying to figure out how to take control of the situation while still doing things the proper way. And when it comes to their romantic intentions with you, well, it looks like they're thinking long term. The King of Pentacles and the Empress are showing up, and this is all about stability, abundance, and creating something solid. They want to build a secure and prosperous future with you. They want to provide for you, create that nurturing environment where both of you can grow and share this divine energy together. It's like they're finally realizing what they need to do to create that stable foundation for you both. All right, guys, that's all I've got for you for this reading. Thank you so much for spending this time with me. I really appreciate it. You all mean a lot, and I'll catch you in the next one. Take care, okay? Bye-bye.